Oga Felix.
Doctor.
The class master. I just see your messages. I say, you don't become professor now.
Now, good evening, no.
Mama.
Mama Gio.
I throw salute, I say a lie. I must not be left behind.
Hey, Mama. Now,
I must not be left behind, though. Today, I join.
This is serious, Mama. As Mama they say, I they find the team. Mama say, This is serious matter.
No. Doctor, we there here together. You know, check me, eh?
Never. Now walk. I walk. No bring me.
I hear.
Now, wow. So, Mama, you know, just $1 at all. Any dolly man, no day your donary is small.
For where? No. We have to rake in the money before rapture takes place.
Hey, Mama has chopped the DC the way she's chopping today.
Mama, even a little sleep, a little slumber.
No, we have to before we leave this earth, they will know say there is a group of people that live here. Hey.
We have to create a landmark. We have to create a landmark.
Because the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
Yes.
Yes.
So even when they still come back to the heaven, they still send them to our feet.
Yes, so. Yes, so.
This one is serious matter.
That's serious one.
Yes, matter.
I've been telling my children, I said, look, all this thing I'm doing is for your future because it's your world. Now I go do a digital world more than us. So I've been putting them into it. One of my sons bought a MCO just 2 days ago.
Wow.
I said, good boy, right on.
Good. Makes sense.
Sharp guy, Kingdom Billionaire.
I said, just leave it like that.
Tell me that more.
Great guy.
Godly billionaires.
Yes,
I'm telling you, at 18, the boy done the rock him.
That's right.
That's good. It makes sense.
Kudos to him.
It makes sense more than sentence. Okay, so a very quick one. Like I told us, I said, please, whatever Bitcoin you have, you should just set a stop loss because I said we may see, because there had been a very strong stop kind of limit of breaking from $7,200 and above. Ordinarily, let me just give us this as a kind of a tip for, I've been saying it trading. You should not trade where you don't have the two of the coin, the two sides of the coin. That is, when you trade, you should make sure that you have some fraction of fiat or USDT. Okay, the reason is this. The market, yes, fine. There's no doubt about it. We're absolutely in a bullish market. So the market is actually a strong upward. But we still see that there are a lot of manipulations still going on in the market. And of course, we know that every tune, every song that is sung by Bitcoin is what other cryptos follow. Though we can have some abnormal breakout from some coins, like what this guy just did. And many of us were still dancing around EDC. Many people didn't saw when this guy, let me open this guy. Okay. What's happening? Good. Sorry, let me change to another network. So when it comes to this market, most time we get carried away when the market is bullish, and we felt that I still need to continue enjoying the party. So, but you have to be smart in enjoying the party. If not, you may make a silly mistake, and you will now be under pressure when you now want to make a market decision. So, because of that, they can be. Sorry, need to pound this thing. Oh. Okay, I think the network is stable now. Okay. Now, I'm not even talking of MTEL. MTEL have done its own. This guy, yeah, many people didn't know when this guy broke out and then returned back. So I just want to experiment something. Then on the note of EDC, please don't ever regret your exit point. We always say something in your trading. Why are you trading? To make profit. And as far as you know you're already in profit, and you can exit the market. And like myself, I just did some scalping on EDC, but I didn't tell anybody to do that because it could be risky. Okay, so look at just a sudden pump on this guy, and then many people did not know it actually did about 36% just within 24 hours. And the whole essence of swing coin, swinging your crypto, it's important. And I've said for any of us who are still battling with navigation, it is important you settle down and learn. Maybe you go back to some of those videos because we cannot be repeating the same thing over and over on this forum. And we need to do some other important things. And so if you're still battling with navigation, I've done a lot of videos on navigation. So go to the YouTube that can just summarize and simplify our navigation. So what we need to deal more on is our sentiment of exiting the market and then making more profit. Now, number one, many people trade one-sided. It's wrong. We have two sides of the market in crypto. That's what makes crypto sweet for trading. Crypto as it is, at sub 50% risk management, you should be setting as a forex trader or as a guru in trading forex. So crypto had actually created a risk management for you. It has subpedal the level of your exposure to risk up to 50%. So you only battle with the remaining 50%. And so I don't think that should be much problem. Why? Because the market has two sides, the asset and the fiat, okay? So in the aspect of crypto now, the asset side is where the volatility is, and that's where the money is. But the fiat is a tool for you to retain whatever fraction of profit you have made. And I will always say this, you don't need anybody to tell you when to exit certain market. Please let me say this, because sometimes the pairs of currency you enter into may be different from mine. But why I'm saying all of this, I expected everyone on view with me should or ought to have settled their holding portfolios. Should ought to have settled their holding portfolios. And so if you have not, I think you need to still go back, no matter how little it is. Your starting of trade in crypto must start from your holding positions. Sometimes you get carried away by scalping. I can tell you, out of 100% of people who scam, you know, only 80%, only 10 to 15% make it. The remaining 85% don't make it. They waste their asset. And that's why we say the first critical place you must check in personal trading of crypto is the holding portfolios. And that's why we took our time to explain what are primary coins and so why you need to hold them. Because at the long run, it gives you massive, massive profit. So you should settle those things, maybe the like of Chainlink, Ethereum, you know, EOS, NEO, XRP, and I just like I saw what DigiBuy did on one exchange one day, I was shocked. So DigiBuy is one of our very strong coins that we should hold. You may not be able to hold all the coins, so please don't, when I say we ought to hold this coin, we ought to hold this coin. Don't force yourself to hold all the coins that will be mentioned, all right? So just make sure what should be your target. Say, oh, my holding portfolios from the primary coin, I need to have at least 10 solid coin, 10 solid coin. Now from the area of coins we bring, you take your time to, you know, go through some of the details of some of those coins, vis-a-vis, you know, what we have explained to be what they want to solve, their economy. And so ensure you're able to hold at least 10, target 10. If I say one or two, you know, but as an investor, make sure you're able to hold at least 10. Now, you can tell yourself, now, where am I going to get the money? No. There are seasons, there are things that will come up in between that will give you the money. Let me use a practical example. Right now, many of you are riding this guy. Many of you are riding this guy. Oh, fantastic. Oh, my market has peaked. Okay, that's good. Okay. It was actually risky. I don't want to expose anybody to scalp the coin, but I actually did. So I set a price. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I just want to show something. Now, this market is abnormal market, okay? And this does not happen often. It happens, you know, at season out of season. Now, if this type of market is abnormal, now, and if you partake on such market, let's say it was $100, you have invested in this market. Let's say $100 you invested in this market. I don't know what network. Let me go to Big Z. Okay, this guy has been taking its own time to go steady. Yeah, actually, I scattered on mine in different exchange. You know, the EDC I have on Big Z, on DigiFinex, on the BitTribe, on the others. So you can see some market I set again. 800, 1,000 to 1,500 and 1,000 Satoshi. Now, what I'm saying now here is this. If you took part of this phenomenon, let's say it was $100 you invested, and the coin ended up doing 200%, what it then means is that you have done additional $200. Now, please, I want to beg you, once you have done additional 200% or 300% as the case may be, like people who partook on the other one, there were two segments of this guy now before this 3-4 days ago. The first one was about 990%, you know, up to 1,200% all in all. Of course, we always say in trading, nobody is going to start from the beginning of the market and end up taking from the support and sell at the resistance. It's not possible. So if that is the case, what you have done is that, I bought the coin and I've sold, you know, maybe you bought and you're able to do 200 or 300%, not necessarily the 1,000% done by the coin, for instance. Now, because you have a mission, your mission is, yes, fine, we're looking for money, but your mission is how to use crypto as a vehicle to your financial freedom. Like I did mention the other time, the time is going to come, going to introduce us to where you buy real gold and do it by yourself. But this is the point. Why should I buy gold now? It's a lie. You do not need gold now. Even though from this coronavirus problem now, gold has done at least almost 12 to 18% above, the dropping level. Every other asset, gold has outperformed every other asset, including Bitcoin, within this coronavirus problem. But this is the point. Is gold for you? Can gold make you rich now? It's a lie. Gold is just to hold your assets. That's the truth against the volatility. So you have to make the money. Making of the money now is in crypto. So even if either you are holding or you are swinging, I'm not talking of scalping. Scalping can be very dangerous. If you are scalping all the time, I can tell you, very soon you are going to go out of market. I can tell you that. So we have said, okay, having checked all through, you are trading. Binance is our major stock exchange trading platform, for instance. Now, I said that we're looking at Bitcoin to, this is here. So looking at the two sides of the market, the asset market and the fiat market. When am I supposed to make use of the fiat environment? When am I supposed to make use of the asset environment or stay consistently in the asset environment? Now, I have said that you must not trade where all your money, are going to be in crypto. You should leave fraction of your money, small fraction of your money in USDT. You can see the market. If care is not taken, that previous chart we showed on the group may play out now or from now to the next 48 hours. We could have that. Now, if it played out, that makes sense because it has been making this is the third attempt of flashing down all of a sudden. I think I love the way that these guys did. Where is it? Was it Bitforest? Okay, I might not have the time now. So, but the truth of the matter is, when you are trading, you should prepare, go and buy a book and prepare yourself. And I have said, you need to holding position. Your holding portfolios may not be as the same as mine. My holding portfolio must not necessarily be the same as yours. If not, please, I'm begging everybody. I'm seeing many people are frustrated because they are not getting the pattern at all. Not that the market is not good, but because the pattern is not designed properly by them. And nobody's going to do the pattern for you. I'm not going to do it for you. It's for us to share ideas together and give us that directions. And so you have to do it by yourself. And I have said we have numerous coins. There's so much money in the crypto that we should take advantage of. Now, this is the pattern you should derive in creating your holding portfolios. You come into the market. You must design what fraction, what percentage of your equity are going to be on the holding. And that's good. Any fraction, let's say you are holding, number one, you are holding Bitcoin. Don't look at it as like a holding per se. It's a tool more. So you're looking at coins that have project applications and economy. Bitcoin only have network. Bitcoin does not have economy. Other coins, Ethereum, BNB, and all of those guys have an economy. So such coin will consolidate over time. Ethereum has a very big economy, but no coin has the network that Bitcoin has. So just see it that way, and you can make more money holding Bitcoin. You make more money holding other coins. But Bitcoin is more secure and more stable, more secure, and more secure and safer than any other coin. But to become millionaire now is not by holding Bitcoin. That's the truth. So you have to look for other coins. But you must learn when am I supposed to move, which I'm going to show us now, the two sides of the market. But I have said this now. Now, let's say I'm holding, thank God for MCO, crypto.com. You just pack, at least even if it's 50 MCO that you can hold, you go and lock it down. You lock it down there in your crypto.com wallet. That will discipline you, even if MCO, because even if MCO come back to, but if a very big drop happen anytime soon, we can see MCO coming down to less than $3, okay, maybe $2.7 and all of that. Now, it doesn't matter whatever fluctuation is doing. So like I told somebody, I say, if a coin is going to $1,000 and you bought it, the coin is going to $1,000 and you bought the coin at $50 and the coin now crashed down to $15. Now, $15, taking away 15,
Please stop.
So taking away 15 from 50, that gives about 35. So you look at, oh my God, $15 gone. No. Your eyes should be set on the fact that you're looking at one time for the coin to hit $1,000. So once you, in your holding portfolios, a market drop on you drastically in the dollar, don't bother, just leave it there. All right? So maybe you hold the MCO, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, NEO, XLM, just mentioned some of them, up to 10. Well, you don't have capacity to buy up to 10. And I said better you have about 10 solid, backup coins that you fall back to. So maybe the first time you only have money to buy 2 out of them, and then you go into swinging. Now, while you are swinging, you make some profit. That's your profit you made should be used to buy part of the holding coin you want to hold. Okay, you add up. So until you're able to hit 10 in numbers, then you seal it there. As you seal it at 10, the next phase you're going to be doing is to now be adding more to them. What do you say? You're just saying as you add up, won't I eat? Well, there are two different things here. Many of us are carried away by our needs, and we don't check what is needed. What is needed needs a lot of sacrifice. Your needs is like you're looking for house rent, your children's school fees, feeding, and all of that. If you get carried away by those things, you will never look for what is needed. And what is needed is more important than your need. Your need, you are just being emotional about your need. You have to discard those emotions of your need and get what is needed. And what is needed is financial freedom. And so now, there is no better catapult to do that than crypto. And so now the two sides of the markets, number one, the asset, and number two, the fiat. Okay, the market is divided into two, the asset, okay, and the fiat. Now, most time, many people come into the market. I've told us this in time without number, that once you are trading, always check two things that are very key as variables of your entrance. What was the Satoshi volume, or what's the Bitcoin volume I have in my equity when I was starting? It may be 0.05 BTC, or let's say 0.1 BTC. But at that time, the price of Bitcoin was $10,000 or $12,000. You are having that as about $1,200. But this time around, Bitcoin is less than 7,000, that's 6,000 thereabout. And so rather than having this money, give and take up to like $1,200, it's now ranging from $680, thereabout. Oh, you get frustrated. No, you now check the Satoshi volume. Now, You come into the market. If you have bought Bitcoin at a very high price, now, what you are supposed to be doing right now is called farming. What is the farming here? Oh, maybe get a coin, maybe, okay, let's say it was MTL. MTL now is still 12% against BTC. So let's say that's the percentage you were able to do. Okay, now you have sold back to BTC. Now, when price of BTC is still down, okay, you have used your BTC to buy MTL. And now, when you, at the end of the day, MTL was able to do 12% against BTC. Now, you have sold your MTL back to BTC. Let this thing come up. So, okay, let me check this. Okay, so this is MTL, and maybe you've done 12%, for MTL. That means invariably, irrespective of what Bitcoin is doing, Bitcoin is down or is just consolidating, you've done 12% of your asset. Using your BTC to buy BTC or to buy MTL, maybe you bought MTL at this 3,000, let's say 3,700 Satoshi, something like this. Because many people have been trading and they are just floating. And the truth of the matter is that once you are floating in your business, it can be frustrating. So we have to get it right. Right? So if you bought BTC, this guy, at this rate, and there you were able to sell at 4,500 Satoshi. So maybe you have done 12% of your asset. Now take note of this. If Bitcoin is consolidating or it's coming down, taking a pullback, just don't, as you sold out your money, that's your asset to BTC, leave it in BTC. And continue again, maybe another market in another day, maybe another coin, another day, let's say it's ZRX. Okay, now you bought again, of this. Now take note of this. When you are going to convert, you have made profit in the asset, but in the dollar, it's still very low. All you need to do is to continue accumulating the Bitcoin. So once you see that the price of Bitcoin has gone up very well against dollar, possibly go to your previous entry point of BTC or even go beyond that up. Now at this point, you do not even need to be carried away with the excitement of the price is still going up. No. Remember, you were in profit. That's the thing. The network is not just friendly.
I saw Felix left. Network logged you out.
All right, so like I was saying, that basically, you've traded BTC against any other coin at all, and the price of Bitcoin is still consolidating or pulling back. At that time, you don't even look at where USDT is, irrespective of what Bitcoin is doing, coming down or consolidating. Just any coin that have given you profit in the asset, you always make use of the left side of the market continually at that point, because you are doing farming. Your farming is consistently accumulating the BTC. Now, you continue accumulating the BTC. Now, as soon as, we get, maybe sometime we get some signal, sometime we just see that, okay, it has been oversold, and Bitcoin about to return. At that point, you don't need to do anything. Just move those ones that you have made profit back to BTC. But once BTC start moving up, violently, every other coin bow for it to pass. And so they go down seriously. So if you are holding a coin that does not have any significant impact in the market, of course, Bitcoin is going to crash it entirely. So let's say you enter market and now the price of Bitcoin go up, maybe up to $8,000. We're expecting that Bitcoin should bag up to about $9,100, before the halving, and possibly could hit about $9,500. What if you get to, when we're expecting Bitcoin to hit $9,100 and Bitcoin hit $8,085? You don't need anybody to start telling you, hey, sell off part of your asset into USDT. So at that point, you quickly move into the USDT market. Because I know a lot of people make this funny mistake. They say, I thought it's still going to go up. What are you talking about? You thought it's still going to go up? Were you not in profit? Yes, you were. Then what are you expecting? You want it to still go up? Go up for what? So you have to now say, okay, hey, I need to sell my BTC to USDT. I'm just telling all this because it's not about being on the system at every second that matters. What matters is that let me not even be on the system consistently, but let me be making the money. How's it? Okay. BTC start, of course, for now, the way it's still going, once this candle the third one turned red and all of that, ordinarily, so it ought to have returned back now. That's my God. See this guy dropping, seriously. So, well, if it doesn't drop, don't put the triggers in my head, but I just told you, set your stop loss at $6,650. If you don't, that's your own cup of tea, guys. If you don't want to, what's that? So you can have a very flash drop. Okay. Now, once you have the Bitcoin go up, we're expecting it to go back to about $9,100, as the all-time high within this month, possibly. And you get to $8,000, $8,500. Gently move part of that money you have sold to BTC before, move part of it into USDT. Maybe 30% out of that your money, or 40%, you move it to USDT. The next, BTC again managed to cross 8,700 to 9,000 quickly. Sell part again. Remember, all this you are selling has nothing to do with your holding position. Your holding position perhaps could be on crypto.com, could be on Celsius Network, could be on Bitrue and other things. So whatever the price action is doing, you don't need to waste your time on it. The only one you have business with is the one you are swinging. And that's why I said, once you have made profit and the price of Bitcoin had gone up very well, okay, Scooters, RSI, okay, no problem. So the moment the price had gone up, like what happened, somebody was trading on when Bitcoin was $6,200 and he bought some coins. Those coins now did very fantastic against Bitcoin, about 30 or 80% against Bitcoin. And then what are they supposed to do? At that point, Bitcoin start moving up like this one. This is like a sign of, I want to recover back. Well, I can still trust this. Anything can still happen. But ordinarily, it's just like a kind of, okay, a reversal. But I can still trust it. Okay, now, and there you go. You move your BTC, maybe when BTC get to $8,000. Must I wait for it to get to $8,000? No. The same way you set stop loss, the same way you can set, just like in the forex, they call it take profit. Okay? So you set the price maybe 8,500 or maybe first 8,000. Please, I want to beg us again, don't be in the culture of selling off everything at once. It's wrong. It's very, very wrong. It's terribly wrong. You can get frustrated every time you want to sell, just set price at once. And then when the market go bullish, you keep blaming yourself. No, it doesn't make sense. So you can say, okay, I'm going to sell, 50% or 30%, case may be, and so if it's 50% of your assets, you now say, okay, sell at $8,000. And once it's been sold, then the next one you can set maybe 8,500. Now, this is the point. The point I'm making here is this. Once you have sold to USDT, please don't always be in a haste to buy back. You have sold to your BTC. You have sold, let's say, you bought MTL. You bought MTL, and MTL has given you some profit, 12% or thereabout. That is on the asset. Yeah, at that point, you may not have been in profit in fiat, because if the price of Bitcoin was totally down, at that point, please don't convert to USDT. Not when you say, okay, after I make 12% profit, let me convert to USDT. You're wasting that asset, because BTC still want to will go up, and then you just leave it in BTC so that your 12% on asset is ascertained. Then you are waiting to see what's going to be your percentage in the fiat. So the moment you sell off, let's say at 8,000, you say 50% of my asset, you sell, at that point. Then, boom, 8,000 there. Remember, you don't sell all, 50% or thereabout. So you get to 8,000 and it's sold for you. Eventually, the market get to $8,500, get to 9,000. Hey, you're just agitating. Oh my God, if I know, I wouldn't have sold. This is nonsense. That means you don't even know what you are doing. So at this point, you don't touch that money. You just leave it in USDT. And you remember you've sold at now your 50%. Now it moved up to 8,500. You sell another 50%. All right. You get to another 9,000. You sell another 50%. Probably we're waiting now. Okay, Bitcoin should hit $9,100. No, sorry about that. You never get there. Maybe get to $8,700, $8,900, and start going back. Now the rule in your trade is this: understand all this. Let it sink to our brain so that you make sound decision. It's only people who are confused, don't know what to do, that get agitating when price come down. Say, oh, why is this price coming down again? Oh, anything that has up must have it down. So what you do is that you make sure that USDT you have converted your money to is not touched. Don't be in a haste to use it. Don't. Because your market you are doing is still within your swing market. So your holding position is there. So should there be any sudden spike, a kind of vertical spike in the price of Bitcoin, now your swing, yes, you have sold to USDT. Leave it there. The one you have on your holding had recovered a lot. So don't get yourself, entangled, because you are finished selling at 8,000 and Bitcoin never stopped. Get to 9,000, get to 9,500. You now do the worst. The worst is you take all this fiat now and jump into Bitcoin. When Bitcoin you have sold at $8,000, and because you saw that it never stopped at 9,000, you go to 9,500, you go to 10,000. You now take that money to buy. That's a waste. The rule of the trade is that you don't buy back that same asset above the last price you sold. You have sold Bitcoin at $8,000 and Bitcoin is at $12,000. You now take that money to go and buy Bitcoin. Immediately you finish buying, you thought they whistle to it, the price start crashing down. And now come back to as low as $5,000. And then you bought it at 10,000. That's 50% loss, man. And then you tell yourself, oh no, this thing is too volatile. Oh, fine, we know it is. But you have to program and arrange yourself in taking advantage of it. I don't know. I know a lot of people are just still battling with this area. And sometimes we just want, okay, how much will I place? Yeah, there are some market call we say, we will tell you how much to place. But I've always tell us that once you know you're in profit, then take the profit. Anyone who take the profit from that tip will never get broke. That's the ideology. So you must always take the profit. So your Binance, I think over time we still do video on other exchange because some other exchange have some little complications more than the straightforward interface of Binance and all that. So guys, market sentiment is so important in your business because if you don't use market sentiment, you will not arrive or you won't be able to discover how progressive are you. It's not. I'm not trading for fun, guys. So you shouldn't be anyone trading for fun. Trading to make the money, and so the money must be made. But the money will not be made if we don't develop a strategy. So, like I've told us, the swing we do on the major, just like on Binance and all of that, then some occasional market, like what's happening presently in EDC token. I've told us, once you finish selling at the end of this cycle, you know you are out of the market, please ensure you increase and develop more, of your holding position. So you take some profit. Like I told us, let me go back to this because, okay. So anyone who got into this coin, for instance, about a week ago now, at about 100 Satoshi, let's go here. Okay. Yeah, last 2 weeks, it came down to, I think I remember it came down to as low as 12 to 9 Satoshi or thereabout. So let's forget about those people who bought there. Only few people bought. And because we were careful not to go and tell everybody, hey, everybody buy, everybody buy. Some person can tell you, I bought now and the market crashed on me, And if you look at the market has moved to 1,700 Satoshi, came down again to as low, as 180, 164, 169, and then go again, stop over, they go up here, and then digress since that time, get up and down here. Now, for people who are bought, in fact, I don't know what we're still waiting for. You are bought at 9 Satoshi and now then it's above 500 Satoshi. At 100 Satoshi even to 500 Satoshi, that is about $400 about 500%, about 5x of the market. So at that point, you've been able to see that you make profit. If it's $100, that means that money is $500. You're okay. You can just exit that market. Or if you're smart enough, just sell off like 75% of that asset to ensure that you are in profit and your capital too, you have gotten it. So the remaining 25%, you leave it to follow the system. Now, the 75% you have sold, 75% of $500 would be about $375 or thereabout. And go to the market to buy primary coins. Now, ordinarily, you were looking at, how can I co-buying primary coin alone? So I expected, just like what I explained on the group, I expected everyone who participated on this EDC token should ensure they were able to feed their primary coin enough in their holding position. Okay, so no matter how little, if it's $100 you are putting, that means you're already seated at 500 and something dollars because they went up to about 700 Satoshi, to almost 750 Satoshi. So if that is the case, and you have done like 600 or 700% of your asset, that means $100 are giving you about $700. Then what exactly am I supposed to do? And then you look at how to take and root it on the primary coins. So I don't know. So there we go. So some of those informations we give will not mandate you to do anything. It will not. Nobody's going to mandate you to do anything. It's not going to be like individual counsel that we advise you, okay? We advise you to, okay, yes, let's go here. Because it doesn't make sense when you are not making money. It's not just about doing practice. It has to be that it result to money making. So like some persons asked before about stop loss, of course, many of us already have known how to make use of stop loss. We are not talking of navigation today. We're talking about building your portfolios and then taking profit from the table. So now the question you are now about to ask, sometimes is that, oh, now I've set my market into USDT. Eventually got there and they have sold for me. Let's say I have $200. What should I do then? Do nothing. Just leave that money there. Or you can go back and then set another price, check in some days. Okay. Okay, let me look at the day chart. It's coming up, and so, okay, got a day chart. The lowest low we ever had this year was 3,700. And as he told us that it may not be immediately now, but I still expect Bitcoin probably to go below $4,000. Okay, now, so in that case, that money you kept in your back office is actually your money, and that's part of the profit you've made in the business. So if you have made that profit, you keep it. It's like it's in your bank account. Continue swinging with the remaining coins you have and leave this cash. The ideology is that you don't trade and put everything in the crypto. Because when you put everything, you may make loss. Why? Because when some market that become so juicy and big come, you'll be forced to liquidate, the other one. So instead of always liquidating your account, it is advisable, you have a plan. Sell to USDT when you are in profit. Fantastic. The market is going down, no problem. It's still going up, no problem. Leave that USDT in your back. Sometime you never imagine is when the price will just hit down like a rock. Then that's a big boom for you. And you pick all, then ride the market. You may not even ride it to the topmost. At any interval, you can get off of the market before you make some money. So please, everybody, I want to beg us. Don't always be in a haze on your trade. Many people are always in a haze. Hey, I want to sell now. Hey, I want to sell now. No. People have a swing perspective, make more money over time, and less stress, more than people who scam. Okay? So, just like I said yesterday, and I remember saying, let everybody, if you don't have EDC, go and buy, even if it's $50 worth of. Joshua, are you here? And Joshua was like, did you say we should go and buy? I said, no, it's left for you. I'm not compelling you to go and buy, EDC. But what I know with market sentiment and some of those permutations, some of those coins were doing, I knew very well that the price of EDC was going to go up. But what if the reverse was the case? And that's why you need to take responsibility of your business. Okay? So this is just the basic stuff. And there is a coin, okay, maybe tomorrow class. It's actually a tradable coin that I told you guys I'm still studying. Okay, because the MTL is still very angry. So lest I forget, if you have not set your prices on your EDC token, go and set the prices at your own pace, at your own interest. But like I told us, I've sold some at 700 Satoshi and I bought back, just waiting for more stuff about them. Okay. Okay, I think at this point, let us ask questions. We may have some peculiar issues and they want to clarify. But the network is just messing up for me for proper navigation. Yeah. Any questions, or let me just take questions?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Mama, how are you today?
I'm fine.
This smile. Hey.
This season, now my season, I don't know of anybody.
You see? Okay, there is God.
Now my season is this.
Okay.
Now don't remember me. I don't do this crypto space. I just look. Now God remember me.
But God don't put out.
You have been chopping anyhow.
Doctor.
I don't care how there's anybody want to look out.
Doctor, you know, say Corona go let us fly come UK now. Wait till we
Please, I want to ask a question. No.
Go ahead.
Is it true that somebody like me now that bought at 16 Satoshi EDC?
Yes, ma'am.
And the volume I bought, and I sold part for 700.
Hey, that is.
Who they talk? Make I know who they talk. I said, God don't remember me now. My
hey, like here you so.
Like God do, not be me.
Okay.
And I sold part for 700, sir. Is it true that I cannot buy back that volume?
No. You bought at, look at the scenario. You bought at 16 SAT.
Yes, sir.
And you sold at 700 SAT, just like me.
Yes,
I sold at 700 SAT, and I've even bought back at 600. But I still have some. I'm waiting. Maybe if a good pullback, we still pull back to this place at about 420, 430, if possible. But I don't know. But with this market, this, just like I told everybody, the EDC market is not a usual algorithm. Okay, it's a course, and that's why many of us may not know. It is in the whole EDC community. We are the only group that do this magic we used to do with them. Most people don't know before. They just invest, wait on them, blah, 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 and all of that. So now, this thing, you've sold at 700 SAT. For you, in fact, from 600, 550, 500, 490, you should ladder place a buying back price.
Okay, I should ladder place.
Yes.
Or something.
But at least out of the profit you have sold, you should use 50% of that profit you have sold to ladder place. Remember, you still have some you have not sold. Then the one you have sold, you can collect back, because we have today and tomorrow. Going forward, or whatever permutation and combinations they are still doing about the promo they will be doing, well, fine. We're expecting the speculations that this coin probably may do, up to as high as probably, maybe 3,500 Satoshi. Very, very,
wow.
Very, very likely. Very, very likely. And if it does not, you don't need to wait for that time. Okay? You don't need to wait for that time. You have done about 5x, 10x. Okay, you can see the market has corrected back. Can you see? 480 Satoshi right now. Okay, like I said, probably I will wait
Wow.
this play. Okay, so if you are in the market now, I will advise you pick some and then still at that place 420, 430, and all. Now, such fraction, when the market pull up again, that fraction immediately they sold for you, you can still go ahead and even set price at 800 Satoshi, so that the next move of activities can sell that for you. So, but for me, generally, this market, my peak is 1,500 Satoshi, irrespective of what the market is going to do. But majority of my assets will be sold out at 1,000 Satoshi. So at 1,000 Satoshi, I should have exit the market up to maybe 75% of my assets, to ensure that at least I have something in BTC. Okay, and I have said once BTC move up very well, then you convert that money to USDT. Now, like I remember the other one I said was to convert to USDT. If you convert that one, I don't know how many people sold about that last week or thereabout. If anyone who sold that time, as BTC come down now, you can collect BTC back. That makes a lot of sense. So not buying back is that you shouldn't buy back above the last price you sold. So last price you sold was 700 Satoshi. So there's nothing stop you to buy at 600 Satoshi, at 500 Satoshi, at 400 Satoshi, at 490, 480, and 430.
Okay, sir.
Scratch?
No, sir. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much, sir.
Welcome. So any other question, anybody? Yeah, any other question? Okay, you can see now it's at 400 Satoshi, 409, yeah? Captain?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, Captain.
I celebrate you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Well done, sir.
Welcome, sir.
So I've been out of my quarantine area. Okay. They helped me down for quarantine for
okay.
2 plus now, so I'm free from my quarantine area. So I'm negative, so that I'll celebrate my freedom, right? So okay. So a quick one. I know I just bumped into this class and I'm watching to this class. So I just want to beg. I think I want to believe you are going to record because this is an
I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay, can you hear me now, sir?
Yeah, I think it's a bit better than that time.
Okay, so I say that I want to believe. I'm begging that probably you do a video on this because this is the area that I've been struggling with. This is the area I've been struggling with. So I know I just came late to the class, so I want to believe. I'm begging you should do a video on this, or a recording on this. So at the end of this class, you can post this so I can be playing it back because this is actually the area that I've been struggling with, and it's been giving me a very hard time to understand this stuff how it goes around this very.
Okay.
That's my appeal.
Okay, no problem. I think yesterday I didn't know I have a lot of technical issue that I didn't get the recording of yesterday, but I think today on we get it, shortly after the training. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
God bless you.
So please, this the promo, is it for today or tomorrow?
Bros, Their promo, I don't understand it. I'm not even interested in the promo. I don't even know much about the promo, how it's running. My own is that yes, today and tomorrow was a kind of, okay, there's going to be massive activities. So there may be more massive activities because say it will be running and running. I think somebody said they will give the bonus on the 2nd. So that means on the 2nd of May, that means they might want people to perpetually still hold the coin, and which are permutation to me anyway. I may be wrong, but those are permutation. But for me, I'm not going to stay inside the permutation to that extent. Once my highest, my prime exit of the market is 1,000 Satoshi. So
okay.
If the promo continue, I don't want to know. I made the money, I go away from it. So I push the profit probably to my primary coins. That's my own. You know, if I don't push it to primary coins, maybe I can remove it to sort out 1 or 2 issues. So the promo, I'm not too conversant with it.
Okay. But the way is pulling back now.
Pardon?
I said the way the EDC market is going down is scary.
Yeah.
The what?
Our guy is scared though.
I said the way the market is going down is scary, but there's no fear.
I don't mind market, Joe. Don't mind now.
The market has no respect for your emotion. It has to perform according to, including you and any other person's action in the market. So it doesn't matter. That's why I tell people, you don't wait, you don't wait for, even though I said, okay, my prime exit is 1,000 Satoshi, that doesn't make you to stay in the market till it is 1,000 Satoshi. Just imagine, even if it's at 100 Satoshi you bought EDC, or let's say at let's say at 200 Satoshi. If you are bought at 200 Satoshi and you get to 400, that is 100%. And if you get to 600, that is 200%. Now, it all now depends on what was your involvement. Excuse me. What was your involvement? Because I said 100%. What? 200%. 200% of what? 100% of 0 is 0. So it now depends on what is your equity. But irrespective of what your equity, let's base it to be $100. Your equity was $100, and it has done 100%. That is $200. So you have extra $100 profit. And if you do 200%, that's up to 600 Satoshi. That means you have extra $200. Then there's nothing stopping you to exit that market at that time. There's nothing. Okay. Now, if you get to 700 Satoshi, that is 250%. That's your money. That's your money with your capital and profit altogether will be $350. There is nothing stopped you to get out of that market. There is nothing. So you don't use general thing or what is expected. It can dump on anybody, and the worst is for you to be dumped on. And you don't compare yourself, stay too long in the market with somebody who had been in the market perhaps at about maybe 20 Satoshi or 12 Satoshi or 13 Satoshi. Okay? So, but you don't stay panicked because look at the sentiment in the market, you know that the market will still go up. I may be wrong, but you know that it's still going on. So that's why I say it's abnormal algorithm you are reading on the list. Okay? So don't wait.
No, it will go up, we know.
Don't wait until everybody get out of the market. You make your profit, get out of the market. Some persons are going to do only 500%. There's no doubt about that. Some persons are going to do only 200%. There's no doubt about that. There are persons who will do, just like the previous one that happened before this. It at least from the bottom to the top was 3,200%. But of course, I know majority of people will only do 1,000 or 2,000%. And that's cool. That's okay. That's cool. That's okay. Okay, so any other question, anybody?
Question, I know the. Question, I know the. Madam Doris, if not for Corolla motor, you just see me for Lagos, I'm not going to collect my 10%. But I go keep away Corolla come for road. I say you don't become the 30 million bank.
I got no be me.
Enjoy your mulajo. It's your time. Enjoy well. But just remember, say you get some picking for Port Harcourt.
Okay.
Pape.
Atrowe Salusa.
Bitcoin vote, eh? Okay.
I told a lot of people.
Okay.
They did not buy.
Leave them. They should not buy. That coin, eh? Okay. Well, it's October. Dubai. I will sponsor some people to Dubai. Don't worry.
Amen. Okay, guys. So please let's just do the needful. I'll try as much as possible. We'll try to still simplify some things for us. But I know definitely inside of me, I've been saying it, that a lot of people will be facing one or two, challenges and all of that. So we will have to work seriously until everybody gets it at the tip of their, fingers. And so that it's going to make a lot of sense. There's so much thing to make in the space. And in season, out of season, there's so much money to make. So let's just roll it and then see how far we can go. I can assure us that if we settle down, we can make a lot of things in this space. Okay? So thank you, everybody. I think we've done the little.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.